You're watching E&G Spanish! How's it going, everyone? This is E from E&G Spanish Tutorials. Today's lesson is going to be about comparisons. And we have comparisons in English. For example, I read more than you do. I run faster than you do. I speak slower than you do. I study as much as John does. Just stuff like that, comparisons. So let's get started with first some inequalities, things that aren't equal. For example, to say person A does something more than person B. See how the A is bigger, the B is smaller? Okay, so how about, what's the formula for that? It's going to be verb plus más que, and your más does have an accent, and then person B. So person A, verb, más que, person B. And all that's a lot of blah, blah, blah for let's get to practicing. How about I study more than Amy? How do you say I study? Yo estudio. There's our verb. Más que, more than, with our accent on the más. Amy. So that's pretty simple and straightforward. I read more than Amy. Yo leo más que Amy. I write more than Amy. Yo escribo más que Amy. More than. So person A more than person B. Now let's look at it the other way around. You have person A doing something less than person B. See how person A is small and person A is big? So let's try the sentence. Oh, well, you can kind of guess the formula too. For this one, it's verb plus más que. To say person A does something less than person B, it's going to be verb plus menos que. Alright, so how about the sentence, I play less than they do? I play, yo juego menos que ellos. Yo como menos que ellos. Yo escribo menos que ellos. Yo leo menos que ellos. Yo estudio menos que ellos. It's a pretty repetitive formula. These are very similar, just más que and menos que. And once again, we are talking about inequalities. Okay, and there's something else you should know that involves both of these. Before a number, más que and menos que change to más de and menos de, respectively. This is before a number. Immediately before a number, it changes from que to de. So for example, in the very true statement, I have less than $1,000. Yo tengo menos de $1,000. Because it's before a number, we change que to de. Now, for the second part of inequalities, we have a different formula. Still very similar and very simple, but it's different. For everything else, you're going to have más que. In this blank can go an adjective, an adverb, a noun, and we'll have some examples too. And over here would be menos que. Menos blank que. So, how would you say, I am smarter than Juan? Yo soy más, and there's going to go our adjective inteligente. Inteligente que Juan. Here's our formula, más In this place, we use an adjective, que, person B. What about, you are shorter than I am? Let's not use, we could say, well, let's go through both ways. You could say, yo soy more short, más bajo, or baja if you're a girl, que Juan, I think is what I said. Or you could also say less tall than Juan. Yo soy, we would change this from más to menos, less, and change bajo to tall, alto. Yo soy menos alto que Juan. They both kind of mean the same thing. What about Juan runs faster than Mary? Juan runs, Juan corre faster. Más, what's the word for fast? Rápido o rápidamente. Juan corre más rápido que, what did I say? I think I said Mary. Then Mary. Que Mary. We have our verb plus followed by más que, and in between más que we have rápido. Of course, like all things in Spanish, there are some exceptions. For example, to say better, you do not say más bueno. That says more good. We don't say that in English either. Más bueno becomes mejor, better. You also do not say more bad. In English, do we? We say worse, peor. So this is a no-no, this is a no-no. We also do not say, for the next two, I'm not 100% sure since I'm not a fluent Spanish speaker, but I will tell you that I don't hear this often. I'm not sure if it's incorrect. Maybe someone can comment and tell us if it's very common, but más viejo que, more old than, usually we would just say mayor que, so person A is older than person B. So this, I'm going to say, is probably wrong. Also, menos viejo is probably a no-no. Less old. Okay. Instead, we'll just say younger. Menor. Menor que. The great thing about these four, and of course these can all be followed by que. The best thing about these four, mejor, peor, mayor, and menor, is one, they do not take gender. Make a note of that. These four do not take gender. There's no mejora, there's no peora, no mayora. No, do not take gender. They're just as is. However, they do take number. So, let's say there are two people here that are better. If we were to say something like Spanish and math, two different subjects, son mejores que historia, history. Let's say my grandparents, two people, mis abuelos son mayores que yo. They're older than me, or older than I am. Mayores. So it does take plural. So if there are more than one subject we're talking about, you're going to change it to mejores, peores, mayores, and menores. But they do not take gender. For expressing equality, it's good and bad because there are fewer little nitpicky rules to remember. However, there are more things to remember at the same time, but they're not complicated things. So let's go over them now. To express equal actions, equal verbs, your formula is going to be verb plus tanto como. This expression tanto como does not change for anything. It's always tanto como. Think of this as much as. As much as. So to say Juan studies as much as Mary, you would say Juan estudia tanto como Mary. Okay, easy enough, right? Juan estudia tanto como Mary. Okay, I'm going to erase this now. A second way to express equality is tanto followed by some noun, como. And remember in the previous example I just explained, you don't change tanto como at all. However, when you have some kind of noun in here, tanto needs to agree in gender and number for the noun. So let's use the sentence, Mary has as many clothes as Lisa. Mary tiene. What's the word for clothes? Ropa, right? It's never ropas, it's always the ropa. Clothes. Mary tiene. Now what do we need to change tanto to? Since a ropa is feminine. Mary tiene tanta ropa como. Now who did I say? As Lisa. Como Lisa. Mary has as many clothes as Lisa. Remember, tanto needs to agree in gender and number. What about the sentence, Mary has as many brothers as Juan? Mary has as many brothers as Juan. What's the word for brothers? Hermanos. So Mary tiene. Now we need to change tanto to what? Tantos, since hermanos is plural. Mary tiene tantos hermanos como, I think I said Juan, como Juan. Mary has as many brothers as Juan. All right, and the last thing you can use it with is tan blank como. In this spot can go an adjective or an adverb. For example, I am as tall as you. We are the same height. I am as tall as you. Soy tan. This doesn't change for anything. What's the word for tall? Alto or alta if you're a girl. Alto como tú. Soy tan alto como tú. What about the sentence, we eat as quickly as they do? Funny sentence, but quickly. That's not an adjective. Now it's an adverb. So we eat. Nosotros comemos tan, what was our adverb? Quickly. Tan rápido or rápidamente, either one. Tan rápido como ellos. Nosotros comemos tan rápido como ellos. We eat as quickly as they do. That's it for comparisons. I really recommend you watch this video as many times as you can. In the description below, I will have 10 practice sentences along with their answers so you can practice those. Try not to cheat. This is an important section for when you get to superlatives, so just feel free to watch it as many times as you need to. And try the questions below in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye.